blind, we're going to be playing a white-blue Tron today, which tries to basically use a Gifts Ungivens engine and a Thirst for Knowledge engine in order to draw cards out for value or get out a combo win by unburial rightsing something. It's actually not a bad matchup. It's completely in our favor. It's just a very, very slow control deck where the early turns they're being like Tron and they're focusing on getting out those Tron lands. But the only difference is instead of interacting with us, they're trying to go bigger than us. So that gives us time to smash their face pretty hard. And by the time they establish quote-unquote control, we can either burn them out, overrun them, or just outvalue them over time if we just stop their combo. You'll see in game 1, I just outsped him even with my late game beats. And then game 2, I just simply applied a lot of pressure early on, and then we had the combo win. It just did not matter for me. So in the blind, I'm keeping this. It's got 3 lands. Both of them, 2 of them will give me access to the correct manas. I got a Neither Reliquary on the top end, a Curd Ape, and turn 2 action in Gore Clan, as well as the Lightning Helix. It looks like I'm probably against a control deck or some kind of American twin deck. Server timed out on me for like half a second. Not Temp card. Stomping Grounds. So we'll see if this guy, if he's playing American Control, which he probably is. I mean, that's sort of the only deck I can think of off the top of my head that plays like Colonnade enough, at least enough Colonnades that they have. Oh nope, he's playing blue-white Control. Sure. So he's got Path to Exile mana open. I've got nothing better to do than to Gore Clan Rampage, and I probably have to run him over. He's probably gonna unbarrel rights for an El Shinorn to kill or to dumb down my creatures. I'm gonna give him the chance to reply to this Gore Clan Rampager. I got nothing better to do. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and oh, I guess he didn't even wait for the Gore Clan. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get a tapped land because there's no reason for me to speed out this Lightning Helix. So there's no reason for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that tapped and probably get a mountain, I think. He's not playing basic land hate or anything. It's just that'll give me more mountain sources, and I've already got a forest in my hand to work with, so I'll just pass it. It also means I can just fully cast a Gore Clan Rampager next turn, which might be something I want to think about doing. Because then he'd have to deal with my Gore Clan Rampager before dealing with my Knight of the Reliquary. My Knight of the Reliquary can get bigger. So we'll see what he does here. Thirst for Knowledge, sure. So he might just not have a good land here. Might be looking for some other thing. Iona, Elsh goes into, or Iona goes into there. Celestial Colonnade. Okay, so I have the chance to resolve something here. What do I resolve? Probably with my full run of mana, I want to resolve a Gore Clan Rampager. Rather than, like, a Tarmogoyf and nothing. Like, he could go ahead and get Iona out there, and Iona for white, cut me off of Path to Exile, but I still then kill him with Kessig Wolf Run, eventually. Sacred Foundry is an alright draw here. Not the best draw in the world. I'm not going to tap out anyways, so there would be no reason for me to drop this Kessig Wolf Run here. I think I'd probably just pay the life and drop Sacred Foundry. And I get in for 4, I get in for 4, that doesn't matter for me. It's not like I'm gonna pump it or anything. I'm kind of keep this Kessick Wolfrun in my hand so that way, it stays hidden. What is it? What is my Tarmogoyf is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'd much rather have that be mana leaked here. And even if it's mana leaked, I can pay for it, so it's not like it's a big deal. It's about getting creatures on the board. I have no Boros Charm. I'm not going to pretend like I've got a Boros Charm, so if he decides to board wipe here, it screws me. But, I mean, the option is to let the game go on longer, which is worse for me as well. So he can, by all means, just, like, ruin me. So he's gonna Gifts. Let's see if he tries to Gifts for value or try to Gift for a combo. Okay, so he's just dumping stuff into the grave here. That's fine with me. I got a Path to Exile, so I don't really care. Did he take the 1 damage? Did he take that 1 damage? He did not take that 1 damage. He tapped for colorless. Okay, I always think that Gifts for some reason cost 2 blue. Maybe because it's such a powerful card and I don't expect that it should be splashed into decks, but that's just me. So what do? Get Estradon. He's gonna go ahead and Unburial Rites for something. Yeah, if he names White, that would be the smartest thing to name. But the truth is, I can still overrun him, so it's not the best thing in the world to name. Yeah, I draw a Gore Clan Rampager here. So, doing the math, I don't think I want to even drop the Kessick Wolfrun because I don't want him to know that I can basically trample over and kill him. Because any of my guys will kill him and survive, which is Badoom. So I think I'm just going to attack him. If he does not block, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. And I can't kill him with the Lightning Helix, so I would go ahead and I'd attempt the overrun. And once Iona's out of the way, I can go ahead and path whatever I want. I would assume he would block because he would think... Yeah, and that's totally fine. I'd actually prefer him to block that way. And if he's got the Path to Exile to blow us out of the water, that's fine. I don't know why he didn't use it earlier, so I don't think he does. It says I can't cast, right? So, now we're going to drop the Kessick Wolfrun. Yeah, it's a little delayed, but this also gives us a chance to hit him for 3 and Path to Exile whatever he puts out there. So if he brings back Iona, we still have the game won. If he tries to drop a Worm Coil, we got the game won. Yeah, there's just no way he can win this. Large End Beaters. We'll do it. That'll do it. Alright, so we're going to bring in Choke here, because without... Well, I don't know if we bring in Choke. He's got Iona for Path. So bringing in Path might not be the best thing in the world. I'm trying to think here. He's got artifacts that we want to kill. He's got white things we want to kill, but Combust doesn't hit any of it. Boros Charm is great. Grafdigger's Cage is great. The problem here is we can take away a lot and then leave very little for ourselves. Assuming we take away all of our burn, just assuming, that gives us a bunch of slots open, and we're going to say Boros Charm so that our board doesn't get wiped. Grafdigger's Cage nukes his plan, but only after he does it. Choke sort of can screw him. Well, actually, no, you know what? I didn't see really any blue mana that was islands, so I don't think it does. Chain to the Rocks is better than nothing, because then I can use it if he doesn't name white. I would assume he does, but Destructive Revelry and Ancient Grudge, like, that could... Is there any... It's just tough. I mean, I've got a lot of things I can choose from in this, and I'm not sure what I'm choosing. Probably Grafdigger's Cage, because it stops his combo in. And I'm also going to go ahead and just take a... Destructive Revelry is a good idea. Ancient Grudge might be a good idea. I think he's got Spell Skites and stuff that he's going to bring in. So I'm going to bring in an Ancient Grudge and Destructive Revelry as well. I'm up one game, so I'm allowed to sort of screw up my sideboard. This would be a great hand if I had mana. No, this is actually a really good hand. He might have Engineered Explosives, which would blow me out with this hand. But no Engineered Explosives on turn 1, and I've also then got the mana to keep up from a wipe. So basically, Boros Charm would refuse to let him do any wipe. I'm going to go ahead and crack this for green. Probably a Stomping Ground, because that's the best choice I've got here. So that way I can play a Wild Noctowl followed by Wild Noctowl and Loom Lion. And he being a control player, and control players are pretend to be smart, they want to feel like they're smart, will wait for the Engineered Explosives to do it on my attack step, so even if he does Engineered Explosives, for 1, I don't feel bad, because I've basically got the Boros Charm to swing with, so no big deal. Whoa, you played a lot of spells this turn. I mean, it doesn't really change any of our stuff, so I'm just not going to crack that. It'd be good for next turn, though, so then I can go ahead and do whatever I need to with that. I mean, I would love for him to try to do a board wipe. That would be my favorite thing ever. I'm going to put this guy down, and I'm just going to swing here. No reason for me not to. And then slow roll the Experiment 1. Rather than put out the Curdape and then Experiment 1, so that way I still have Boros Charm mana open. I've got to basically try to do this Boros Charm thing. It's in my hand. I've got no reason not to. I've got a crap ton of damage anyways. Boros Charm, at worst, then becomes 4 damage. And I'm just going to be greedy here, because I'm actually trying to make the game plan of I don't have anything to do. Or at least pretend like I don't have anything to do here. There's no reason for me not to be greedy. He's either going to win with one foul swoop on me or not win at all. Gifts Ungiven, again, I'm not afraid of. Because even if he pulls out something to block with, it's no big deal. If he names white, I can preemptively hit him in the dome for 4, and then just kill him. And it's going to cost him his entire turn to run that Gifts Ungiven out. Yeah, because I'm sorry, not Gifts Ungiven. That's going to cost him 4. So, sure, if he names white, that's fine. And that's going to deal 4 damage to him, drop him down to 5, and then I've got the win. Even if he blocks, I still am going to kill him. The only thing he can do here is drop a mana in order to not die and have Path to Exile in hand ready. But even then, yeah, it's a good game. The Give Some Given matchup's not bad at all. Especially with, like, the Urzatron. It's just not a bad matchup whatsoever. Also, quick note, I misspoke in the video. You can't respond to the gifts, I'm sorry, you can't respond to the Iona naming white. I was just paraphrasing. You have to respond to it being on the stack. It has a replacement effect, so when it comes into play, it comes in with the battle modified trigger that no longer can be casted by white. So you have to respond to it while it's still on the stack. I was going to do that anyways. The player didn't actually put it on the stack for me to respond to. I guess he thought, like, whatever, I would Lightning Helix him and that would be it. So I'm not sure what that was about, but you have to, in response to it being cast. So either the Iona being cast or the Unburial Rights targeting the Iona. That was the white-blue Tron matchup, and again, super in our favor. There was at no point in time during that game that I felt like, oh, I'm gonna lose. I had a lot of things to choose from. I even don't think I made the best sideboarding choices in the world. If I would have sideboarded differently, I probably would have sideboarded in the choke, but you know, or maybe just not even sideboarded that much out. Probably just taken the extra Boros Charm, put it in there, and that was it. Destructive Revelry, I like siding Destructive Revelry and Chain to Rocks and Graph Diggers and other things out there. The Burn's not necessarily super amazing in this matchup. It can finish them off, but you might want to think about like stopping their combo win instead. So the Burn is extraneous at that point. You can just side it out and then side in things that will help you win, because your main deck creature core is probably going to, you know, destroy them anyways. So you guys saw what I did there. I just basically took out all my burn and put in things that won't let them win, and just focused on my creature win, because that's what's going to pull out my win anyways. So that was the blue-white Tron control matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember to feed the animals.